Have you ever found yourself surprised that a certain actor had died and you missed it? Maybe a friend told you, or maybe you stumbled across it online. You likely thought it was a hoax. After all, there are a lot of internet death hoaxes. Nonetheless, there are quite a few actors who've died over the years, whose passing slipped under the radar and went unnoticed by more than a few people. We bet there's at least a few actors ahead whose death will surprise you. Michael Clarke Duncan. There's a good chance you've seen more than one of the films Michael Clarke Duncan has appeared in. He starred in hits like Armageddon, The Green Mile, as well as a slew of voiceover work in releases such as Brother Bear and Kung Fu Panda. At 6'4", he was a big presence on screen, and a quiet one off of it. In July 2012, Duncan suffered a heart attack and never fully recovered. The Oscar-nominated actor passed away quietly just 2 months later. Harold Ramis. From National Lampoon's Vacation to Ghostbusters to Knocked Up, the big screen comedy world would not have been what it is without Harold Ramis. In addition to appearing in some of the funniest comedies in the past 30 years, Ramis also wrote and directed many other hits. The fact that he wasn't considered an A-lister by celeb watchers kept him under the radar despite his influence in Hollywood. He died from a rare disease in February 2014. Lisa Robin Kelly. While she appeared in a range of movie and television roles, Lisa Robin Kelly is best known for her role as Lori Foreman, the attractive, promiscuous, and very evil sister of Eric Foreman on That 70s Show. Kelly's appearances on the show dropped off over the years until she was written out completely, an action taken because of the problems she was developing due to drinking. In August 2013, just days after checking into a rehab clinic, Kelly passed away. Heather O'Rourke. In the 1980s, Heather O'Rourke was probably the most iconic child actor around. After all, as Carol Ann Freeling, she'd forever become known as that creepy little blonde-haired girl from the Poltergeist movies. So what happened to her? After Poltergeist, she wasn't acting in anything, and we bet most people thought she went off to school or got out of the business. In fact, in 1988, at just the age of 12, O'Rourke suffered a cardiac arrest as a result of a misdiagnosed illness. Dana Hill. In the 1980s, Dana Hill was a child star on the rise. She had appeared in numerous television programs, including the hit series Magnum P.I., and struck it big with her role as Audrey Griswold in National Lampoon's European Vacation. For the rest of the 80s and into the 90s, Hill enjoyed a strong voice acting career. Yet this move was forced as her battle with diabetes had taken its toll. Removed from the public eye, Hill suffered a stroke in 1996 and fell into a coma. She died later that year at just 32 years of age. James Avery. His list of film and television credits is most impressive, and we're betting you'd recognize him instantly as one particular character. James Avery was probably best known as Philip Banks, aka Uncle Phil, on the hit sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which starred a fresh-faced Will Smith. Voted as one of the greatest TV dads of all time, Avery's passing went unnoticed by the masses when it happened on December 31st, 2013 in Glendale, California. David Graff. While he made a number of appearances in various television shows, if you watched movies from the 80s and 90s, you are likely to recognize David Graff. The American actor is best known for his role as Eugene Tackleberry, the strict yet gun-happy police officer who gets off on firepower in the Police Academy series of films. Despite being recognizable, Graff was never a mainstream star, and this probably explains why so many missed his death from a heart attack in April 2001. John Ritter. In the world of television sitcoms, there are few bigger than John Ritter. He's probably best known for his role as Jack Tripper on the hit series Three's Company. Over the years, he appeared in dozens of other television shows, including Felicity and 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. In fact, it was while rehearsing for this show that he fell ill and went to a nearby hospital. Misdiagnosed, Ritter died during surgery, and the suddenness of it all likely helped many people miss the story altogether. James Rebhorn. You may not have been able to name James Rebhorn, but we'll bet you knew him from the range of supporting character roles he played. From Seinfeld and Homeland to Independence Day and Meet the Parents, Rebhorn made appearances in some of the biggest movie and television shows. He died in 2014 after a long battle with melanoma. Richard Attenborough. He escaped from a German POW camp, helped create a park full of cloned dinosaurs, played Kris Kringle, and directed a dozen films. In 2008, following a stroke, his health declined rapidly and he left the public eye. Over the following years, updates were provided through family members, including famed brother David Attenborough.
Matthew Garber, who famously played Michael Banks in Disney's 1964 classic, Mary Poppins, tragically developed pancreatitis aged just 21 in 1977. He was also known for his roles in The Gnome Mobile and The 3 Lives of Thomasina.